That was the first crash, 20 hours in. Well, it is modded. I think it's a small price to pay for such a huge improvement in graphics and all that stuff. But the W key.
What is this place?
This is the vault. The dwarves would have brought there. No, that can't be good.
Cool. Start attacking. What I want you to do is put up this over here so that we can have a thing going on for a long amount of time. You can jump in.
Finish this!
Think. Yeah. What the hell is happening? Where are these guys?
Using potion!
Ah! That hits the spot!
Whew. The rock wraiths are supposed to be dwarven legends. They're not even supposed to be real.
Looked pretty real to me.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at what it was guarding.
Let's see if there's something that can help get us out of here.
Wow, enough XP to just level everyone up. Six constitution, 20 willpower. I think we have enough willpower at this point, so 2 point in strength and 1 point in constitution should be the way to go up. Unless I want to be more defensive and also get some points in magic. Why are his stats so low?
Key. The kind that opens doors, I hope. Let's collect the best pieces we can carry out of here and then go.
That's just a total of 7 gold I think we picked up. Considering we invested 50 into it.
I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartrand's corpse on the way. Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
Oh, I don't know about that. The treasure we found in that crypt far outstrips Bartrand's stupid idol. He'll be green with envy when he finds out. As soon as I get the chance, I'll look up my contacts to make sure we get the best price. I imagine you'll want to head home, tell your family the good news. We're going to be rich.
What's going on?
Please don't do anything.
Mistress Bethany is being taken to the Circle of Magi in the gallows.
The gallows is horrible. You can't go there.
I have to. That's where the apostates go, isn't it?
Consider yourselves fortunate. The Viscount has requested we spare your family the punishment for harboring a dangerous mage.
Oh, Bethany, what will happen to you? Don't worry, Mother. I'll be fine. Look after her, big brother.
So the champion's sister was in the circle?
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? Driven from their home, a sister taken against her will, and the champion's companions, Meryl, Aveline, Isabella, that Warden Anders.
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Then I need to hear more.
Unless you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. Bethany was in the circle now. There was nothing we could do for her. Poor girl. 3 years later, the Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this. Don't keep us in suspense. Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
I got his attention a couple of times. I guess I impressed him, but that was years ago.
It makes no sense. And it doesn't matter. I just need them quiet. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawke?
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
Good to know.
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although...
You have doubts?
They claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of... begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
All right.
I am always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. Stepping down is looking more and more appealing.
I can't demand.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
Could not have interrupted with that crash, and we could have actually completed chapter 1 with in one go. Now we have 2 parts.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawke. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
The Arishok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so... compelling. Another time. When things are better.
Good day to you, Sirrah.
And Aveline is over here, I believe.
Fine day, Sirrah.
She has a quest for us.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or 2, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. But I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
I thought you would give me some errand to go about. Well, okay.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
She's awfully nice to me.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bodan.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. There's a gentleman waiting at the mansion. He insists on seeing you. He says his name is Dougal. Your mother thought it wise, I tell you, Monsieur.
You left him alone in the mansion with Mother?
My boy Sandal is with her. But, you make a good point. I'll run back right away. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the Deep Roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your business. Don't forget about your guest. Your mother claims he was eyeing the silverware.
Just wants a share, huh? His share, basically.
Just keeping the peace.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his Investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Why, hello again. Lovely home you have here. And may I say your mother makes for delightful company?
Another visitor. We've moved up in the world, Mother.
Evidently so.
My apologies, Sirrah. Your son and I simply have a bit of business to conclude.
I'll leave you two alone then. Be careful.
Darling woman. A shame that she spends so much time here alone.
She fills her days making poisons. And cake. Tell me you didn't try the cake.
Good thing I just had the tea then. Allow me to get right to the point. I know all this came from Deep Road's treasure. I know you repaid me, but I think I deserve a larger share of your fortune. Fair's fair, right?
We took all the risks, and I paid you back.
You did, but look around you. You've prospered nicely. Is it fair that I only doubled my money while you got all of this? I don't think so. Give me another, 100 sovereigns and I'll go away. If you don't, I'll make things unpleasant. Simple enough, no?
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's see. I think people would like to know just what happened to Bartrand, wouldn't they? I know he betrayed you, but nobody else does. Your partner disappears, and you end up rich.
There hasn't been a single question asked about that.
Yet. Questions could be asked. About you, about your red-headed friend in the city guard, about your sudden riches. Help me out, and my friends in the Carta will make sure the evidence I have never sees the light of day.
There's no evidence. There couldn't be.
Does it have to be real? I think it just has to raise enough questions. How much do you want your new friend, the Viscount, to know about your past? Not much, I'll wager.
Okay, take it this time. Next time you come in, you're losing your head.
If this will satisfy you, then here.
Huh. Seems you've done better than I thought. Fair enough, my friend. Give my kind wishes to your mother. I'm sure we won't be seeing each other again.
We'd better not.
100, and that leaves me with 216. Okay.
Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. I'm proud of you. Love, Mother.
Where's my pup?
Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter. Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sando. Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man.
What do you mean? I can't see. Let me see. What are you saying? Hawk. Hawk. Yeah.
Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed. Ah, I think I'll let Sandal empty that. Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop. Crude drawings in the margins. Isabella, grow up.
I think that's Isabella's upgrade, cloth upgrade. We'll have to see. Not sure about that.
Never thought I'd have my own family crest. Is that Isabella? Who carves that into a stairwell?
I don't know what it is. Oh, we have a couple of things over here. This looks like in-game item. Like that's a different colored icon then, and that's a different color icon. So yeah, that matches that. I see. We'll keep it for now. I'll have to. Man, they should have provided the ability to check everybody's, equipment. Oh, but right, that's true because that was because it's a mod, right? I keep forgetting. I take it for granted that being able to equip your followers with different gears is basically part of the game. It's not. So whoever modded it didn't go to the extent of making it doable while in the inventory screen, that would have been convenient. Now I have to equip each and every party member individually to be able to get them their best gear.
Hey, look, a partially burned page from Anders' manifesto.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the Hero of Ferelden's camp.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. I do hope you've been upfront with me about really owning it. I don't want to be at the mercy of that wretched Dougal. It's nice to be here, though. To feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawk one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Bethany at the Circle, and she seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
No, really? I mean, you could try, but we've been trying at it for 3 years now. Not joking.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
Take this calendar. For most good folk, the details of our calendar have little purpose. It's useful only in telling them when the Summer Day Festival will be held when the snows are expected to begin and when the harvest must be complete. The naming of the year are a matter for historians and taxmen, and few, if pressed, could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. It's 930 Dragon Age, 30th year of the ninth age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age's name chosen in the 99th year. The scholars in Valroya advise the Chantry of portents seen in that 99th year. The Chantry authorities prove over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come, of what the people of Thedas will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Olagian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of the south of Thedas and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Nevarra. It was to be a celebration of Olagian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the Battle of River Dane was about to begin, a peculiar event occurred. A rampage, the rising of a dreaded high dragon. Dragons have been thought practically extinct since the days of the Nevarran dragon hunts, and they say that to see this great beast rise from the frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the high dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine too abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Ole in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is an element of the Dufile family heraldry of King Megren, the so-called usurper king of Ferelden. Be that as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Olegian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing into the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the battle over River Dane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic change for all of Thedas. Yep, we already had Blight and I don't know what the events of this thing are going to lead to, and then we have the events of Inquisition as well.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Enchantments!
Just so.
And those are just the DLC content.
The complete People's Laws of Kirkwall. A friendly reminder from Aveline.
Okay, should we do next? Companions. Wow, we have a lot of Hangman Pub, speak with Anders in his clinic in Darktown, speak with Fenris in Hightown Mansion, catch up with Isabella in Lowtown's Hangman Pub, Meryl at her house in the Alien Age, and Sebastian has something he would like to discuss with you at the Chantry. So, whatever equipment was on Beth, I think we lost it. And we've got a new dress, right? Binary. Oh, I thought it was. Oh well. I do want to do some inventory management, but it looks like I'm already wearing some better piece of gear. Except this. 67 attack and 28 health. Compared to 8 crit chance, magic resistance, and 59 attack. Plus it has a rune slot. I think that one is better. Let's put binary in storage then. And let's see about that. These aren't that great, so I'll just sell them. Right, there was something at the desk, right? Holy moly. I hope this letter finds you well. I have often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my pen real, yeah, would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the keeper nor the first enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please come to my home in the alien age. I will be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for your compassion you have shown to Convenience. Okay. Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Starkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You have done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Mistress Selby near the docks. She knows of the many ways you could save more lives. Sarah Hawk. Years passed, I fell into wickedness and was swept up in the mad ambitions of the Blood Mage Tarot. You spared my life at the Blooming Rose, and for many months I wished you had killed me. But I found the Maker's light in my deepest despair, and I now seek absolution. Taron wrote many tomes containing dark secrets she learned from the Fade. She protected them with demons forged into their very bindings. You must find and destroy these tomes, lest others follow her dark path. I wish I could help you, but the Templars never let me leave my cell. I can only send my prayers. Oh, life with the Dalish hasn't been very easy. Keeper Maratari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. Younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. Elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They are afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you are the only person I can trust. Feeling inadequate? Flag flying at half-mast? Does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Journeyman's Apothecary and ask for our special sauce. Special sauce is infused with the essences of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You will never feel the same again. Elren, I feel I must apologize. You did what you had to when you turned Gelder over to the guards. You saved my daughter, and I should have been more thankful. Leah has been difficult. We left Kirkwall behind, but my poor girl now thinks every man is a monster in disguise. I fear she may never get past this. Strangely official-looking letter. I'm Lord Arcane Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, and that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of Seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness Prince. Wait, where did that go? Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, make a willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. His Highness had a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Antigua. With access to this fortune, he can raise an army to retake the throne. But it is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require assistance and discretion. Send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I'll arrange that the funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you and retrieve his fortune, leaving you with a hefty reward. I must warn you, the Antivans will not consider the account viable if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidentiality. Yeah, we have plenty of it. Don't worry about it. Heard you lot got to the free marches. Doesn't know why you would bother, but I suppose it's better than Ole. They got spiders up there, big ones. Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider. but the blight drove them off. Maker, dark days ahead. Mark my words, a man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. Old Berlin. Gambling. Payment is now 2 months late, Sarah. Interest occurs as you're well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishment unless payments is made. Certainly think. Galan. I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Carver. I remember the dear boy helping me trap rats in the cellar. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the maker for the hero of Perelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most parts of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We had hoped to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It will take decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Or maybe you could have magicians just remove, extract, isolate the blight's poison from the land itself by magic, because it's magic, it can probably do anything. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I am starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again. Your friend, Miriam. Sick. David, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the circle has been bearable even after the Templars made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic spells. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect here, mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they are just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Alric who likes harassing mages, but I'll steer clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me. Beth. Now we're taking Isabella with us. And can't take Beth, right? She's still there. Please give me my equipment back. I gave you the best of those. Take 2 mages. Plenty of places to go, huh? Let's start with the low town. I know there are a lot of things over there. Should also probably check care for everyone. Isabella leveled up, right? Constitution is very, very low. I think I'll put all 6 points in there. And there were a couple of good abilities that I wanted to get on her, but where did those go? Yeah, it's this one. 37, 37, and 41. I thought this one improves with level ups. Well, 37 and 41 is not too much difference. Plus, these gave a lot of more bonuses than just 30 attack and stamina. I'm surprised to see it's actually. Wow, okay. She is super. Those are all 2 stars. We just need to get rid of those. I don't know, that would be. Do you? No. Okay, you need it. Take it.
What was Lemerin like? I've never heard of a Dalish who's been there.
I don't imagine your people travel between islands much.
Not really, no.
I wouldn't start waterproofing your wagons then. I don't think Lemerin is ready for the Dalish.
What do you mean? Would we upset the people there?
It's not the kind of place where one turns down a tumble. Even refuse a fortune teller and they'd run your lot out of town.
C. It's for her. $138 armor. And yep, we are buying that. Let's see about this. And there she goes back into her sexy attire. Hello, hello, hello. Gift. It's just a copy of what I already have. And I guess someone else can also equip it.
The sounds coming from inside are always so cheerful, but I never know what to do in there.
Should probably also visit Hightown and see what's up. Aveline, there you go. Wow, 94 gold. Oh my god. That's not something I'm gonna buy right now. Damn. That's a very hefty helm. 121 armor compared to 42. Okay. Well, we have something to look forward to, I guess. Which means there will be a lot more content in the Hightown market as well. Let's go and see what Varric and East has to say.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize?
If you want. I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
Plus 25, oh my god.
Isabella said the next time we came here, she would teach me to do something called body shots.
Okay.
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
That's generous of you.
What's coin if not for spending, eh?
You could save up to buy yourself a new ship.
There you go, ruining our fun with good sense. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
Just all right?
That's mildly insulting, you know.
You know what I mean. You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
If you hadn't been shipwrecked, we wouldn't have met. That would have been a shame.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
And plus 20.
You could get another cat, you know.
Yep. Very, very friendly.
There's one in the Lowtown market with a litter of kittens ready to wean.
You don't pay attention to Templars, Qunari, or politics, but you notice kittens.
Templars, Qunari, and politics don't meow and attack your feet when you're buying food.
Are there any tabbies? I'd like a tabby.
So, Whitmore, when I mentioned powers greater than the Templars, I didn't mean Chantry. Sure, they command the Templars, but that was not always so. The Inquisition once hunted heretics and cultists, as well as mages, and their reign of terror ended only with the inception of the Circle of Magi. They became the Templar Order, for good or ill, the watchers of the mages and the martial arm of the Chantry. It was a mutually beneficial arrangement, but few know that the Chantry created yet another order to watch over the Templars, the Seekers of Truth. I know little of them myself, but I can say the following things with certainty. They serve the divine and they are feared. When a Seeker steps from the shadows, Templars run for cover, because why would he come unless the Templars somehow failed in their duties? Seekers are extremely effective investigating abuses within the Circle and hunting particularly evasive apostates. It's said that they are immune to a blood mage's mind control and possess the ability to read minds or erase memories. But this is likely exaggeration. So we return to my original dilemma. Who watches powers greater than that of the Templars? One assumes it's the divine, but how much could she know about their activities when their very existence is a mystery to most? Yeah, that's Cassandra right there. So Roderick, what's he doing there? Anyways, yeah, here to speak with someone else. Varric, of course.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawk. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
Guess so. Okay, that's it, I guess. Let's see what Roderick has to say.
Anyone know Sir Karen? Has he done anything wrong?
Hamlin's armor is really expensive. Okay, we need to go to Terrace. How's our old house doing?
Honestly not recognize the difference between demons and beneficial spirits.
We've never thought of the Fade as the home of our gods. It is another realm, another people's home, no different or more foreign than, say, Orzammar.
But have you never studied the types of demons? They break down very clearly into different sins.
Spirits differ from each other, just as you and Hawk and Isabella are all human. More or less.
There's a lot of content to take care of right now, apart from the main story. Meryl.
Have you heard from your sister? Is she settling in all right with the Circle?
I thought you and Bethany didn't get along. Why are you worrying over her?
I'd be terrified in her shoes, surrounded by strangers. watched all the time. We didn't always agree, but she's a sweet girl. I would never wish that fate on anyone.
Our mother checks on her frequently. She seems to be adjusting.
Maybe it's nice for her to finally live without hiding. She's strong. If anyone can get through this, she can. Don't blame yourself.
If I'd gotten home sooner, she might still be free.
Once the Templars knew, nothing you could have done would have saved her. Things will be all right. Somehow.
That's still a relatively large space, right? For someone to be in slum. Usually it's, what do you call it? I wanted to say claustrophobic, but that's not what I'm looking for. But related to, you know, closed spaces.
What makes this relic of yours so valuable?
The same thing that makes anything valuable. Someone's willing to pay for it.
That's not evasive.
Look, I didn't get where I am by showing my hand, you know.
No, your hand isn't what I hear you've been showing.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Fainreal already, but... I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Fainreal went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up?
The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
I have contacted Keeper Marathari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help. But it requires someone Fainreal trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
This is hardly my area of expertise, but is there anything I can do?
Marathari is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Fainreal back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
Frolic through dreams? Sounds like an experience. I'm game.
You'll need someone experienced in the Fade to come with you.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
Yeah, let's start it right
This is
already.
too urgent to delay.
You have been far kinder than I had any right to expect.
I came quickly, Ariane. I did not wish to tell you by letter how grave your son's situation is. The magic he possesses makes him what the Tevinters called Somniari, a dreamer. Dreamers have the power to control the beyond, what humans call the Fade. Fainreal is the first in 2 ages to survive.
Humans call the Fade, Fenrir is first. Oh, wow.
Why are they so rare?
Dreamers have great power in the Fade. They attract demons. Luckily, most prove too frail of mind to survive a demon's possession. A dreamer abomination would be near unstoppable.
Is there a difference between the Beyond and the Fade?
They are the same. By either name, the Fade is the realm of spirits, Thedas' heart, while the mortal realm is its strong arm. The demons who live there covet the bodies of mortals and seek to possess them. Only mages ever touch the Fade in a waking state. Others see it in dreams.
What exactly are we going to do here?
The elves of the Dales were experts in the Somniari arts. They could even help those with no power enter the Fade. I have done my best to recreate the ritual. We will use Fainriel's childhood home as a focus to draw him back through the veil.
What can a dreamer do?
Dreamers are unique for their ability to enter the Fade at will, without the aid of Lyrium. In the Fade, they can shape dreams, and even affect the world beyond the veil. Tevinter Somniari used to enter the minds of sleepers and slay them in their dreams.
Just send me into the Fade.
I told you he was amazing.
Now, Ariane, please excuse us. We must prepare.
Oh, of course.
Do I even have the DPS for this?
There is more, I must tell you, that is not for her ears.
Is Fainriel in danger?
Indeed. And the danger may not come from what you think. Fainriel cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls tranquil. He will be no threat after.
Yeah, okay.
I will not let him become a danger.
I wish you luck. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I never give in to temptation.
I worry what a journey to the Fade might bring out in me.
Can I come? I'd love to see the ritual. And I promise I won't be a bother.
Let us begin.
Yeah, I don't want Varric, although I could make use of Fenris. Yeah, let's go with the current party. She isn't a Templar yet, so wouldn't be of much use. This is also very, I don't know, it feels odd because during the Origins incident with Connor, right, you were only able to send one person into the Fade with all the mages and all the lyrium that you had from the Circle of Magi. And over here, she, all by herself, could send an entire party, which...
I had not thought to return in such a way. It is good to feel the breath of the Fade again, not the empty air of your world.
We're just here for a visit, so don't get too homesick.
I am Justice. Anders has told you of me. Come. I sense Fainriel's mind straining. We will not have much time.
Really? They're becoming rivals? I just brought them into the Fade. I'm helping the good guys, like a good guy, and then... What is that? Can I not interact with it? It's right here though.
Something about this place is unsettling. It's like underwear. Never quite sits right.
What am I supposed to do with this?
This place is so dismal.
There is an injustice here that must be stopped, one way or another.
I don't know what are we supposed to do here. Usually every time you come to Fade, you get random skill points, you know, and at least that was the case in Origins. Hold on. Guys, can you come over here? Not move. Can't really tell what's the deal here. You're good to attack. Can I not interact with it again? Really? Come on. Oh well.
Well, it's rare to see two forgotten magics in one day. It's usually a slow place, the Fade. Not many surprises. I wasn't sure I'd like this one, but it has potential. A demon of sloth. It exists to make men forget their purpose and their pride. Do not relax around it. Call me Torpor. I have a proposition that might interest you.
I will not give in to temptation, fiend.
Have it your way.
Let's wrap these people up first. Then we can take care of... Wait, that guy's dead. No point in constitution, and you need more cunning. In fact, you also need some willpower. Oh, we already got it, huh? Just 1 point. Oh, because he didn't level up. I see.
That's it, Fenriel. Hard on the downstroke, then lift. Good. I'll have you scribing all my letters soon. If I'd known you were such a bright lad, I'd have brought you into the business years ago.
Does that mean I can come with you to Antitha, Father? Mother said maybe this summer. Right, Mother?
Your father never wanted anything to do with you. Don't trust him.
Why are you lying to me?
Don't listen, son. She's always been ashamed of you. She wanted you gone, so she could go back to the dailies. I'm the one who loves you.
But... why can't I remember you?
It's not your father, Fenriel. You're trapped in the Fade by a demon.
A demon? No. No, I want this!
Then remember this is who took away them.
Only thing you ever wanted. You turned him against me.
Complete accident. I was trying to help. Honest.
Take away my pets, and I'll take away yours. How loyal are these friends you drag into the Fade? Would your pirate queen stay if the open water beckoned? What do you say, sweetheart? A two-mast brigantine, square main topsail, 100 well-built lads to answer your every whim. I know you've been looking for a stiff masthead.
This is a demon, Isabella. Don't let it tempt you.
Well, if it wasn't a demon, I wouldn't think it could grant wishes.
The Siren's Call too awaits in Kirkwall Harbor. I will be under the firs in the captain's quarters.
I like big boats, I cannot lie.
Okay. Garrus, huh? Well, I should have known. I mean, Isabella, when she must have seen her titties, rubbing her hands on them. Definitely she would fall for it. Well, no worries. We just have the right thing for him, you know. Frostmourne hungers. Right. Okay. That's Anders, I guess. Isn't he justice? It is challenging enough for the casual observer to tell the difference between the fate and the creatures that live within it, let alone between one type of spirit and another. In truth, there is little that distinguishes them, even for the most astute mages. Since spirits are not physical entities and are therefore not restricted to recognizable forms or even having a form at all, one can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for inexperienced researcher to greet all objects he encounters. Typically, we misuse the term spirit to refer only to the benign, or at least less malevolent creatures of the Fade, but in truth, all the denizens of the realm beyond the veil are spirits. As the Chant of Light notes, everything within the Fade is a mimicry of our world. A poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is no surprise that much of the Fade appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter into Olagian and back again by drunken initiates. In general, spirits are not complex, or rather they are not complex as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single facet of human experience: rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. Most common and weakest for the demons one encounters in the Fade is rage. They are much like perpetually boiling kettles, for they exist only to vent hatred, but rarely have an object to hate. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat and attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. This is rarely successful. Then there are the sloth demons. These are the first intelligent creatures one typically finds in the Fade. They are dangerous only to those rare occasions that they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are more clever and far more powerful, using all form of bribery to induce mortals into their realms. Wealth, love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. Yeah, that I already knew that, but I just wanted to read it for you. Why all these rooms if there's nothing in there?
My people, I present to you our hope. His features may mark him as human, but in his heart beats the blood of the Dales. He came to us to learn his heritage, to release the power from a lineage as ancient as our race.
I don't know what to say.
This is a trick.
First Enchanter, what are you doing here? Mother told me the Dalish are honorable. Why would the Keeper lie?
Why would she entrust her people to a human?
You are one of us, Fainreal. Your magic will restore our greatness.
But you told me this magic was outlawed for a reason. Even the Dalish don't practice it anymore.
Could the elves trust you with the power to shape reality? Could you trust yourself?
Don't listen to him. The First Enchanter is trying to keep you from realizing your greatness.
Trying to keep me from temptation? just like you were. You're not the Keeper. Be gone, fiend.
You! Why did you interfere?
Right.
With my power joined to his, Fainreal would have changed the world.
Have you ever seen an abomination? They are ugly.
You put such stock in appearances. Perhaps that is why your friend's loyalty only goes skin deep. You think this elf, with her innocent face, would turn down a demon's offer? She didn't before. How about it? Would you take what I offered the boy? Scion of the Dalish, savior of elvenkind.
Can you do that?
I am the greatest of my kind. Whatever tricks your little pet has taught you will pale in comparison.
Demons always turn on you in the end.
I cannot put you ahead of the fate of my people.
You took my dreamer. Now you'll take his place.
Okay.
I'll deal with this!
So only 2 of us left. It's a... how do I put it? These two, when they took into the demon's temptation, should have turned into abominations, you know, because...
I'm not sure if this is real. If so, it is the second time I owe you my life. The Fade feels different now. I see the stitches, the seams holding it together. I feel I could wake at any moment.
Dreamers control the Fade and the dreams of people in it.
I see why the Chantry fears us. I've heard tales of magisters who stalk their enemies and use their own dreams to destroy them. You're right. I must master it. Find someone to study under. The Dalish do not have what I need. Perhaps Tevinter. If these powers can be trained, it would be there. My mother would not look kindly on such a journey. Can you give her my farewell?
May the Maker guide your path, Fainreal.
Perhaps. There is a way out of this. I can do this.
Fainreal has mastered his powers.
Then he lives. You saved him. I cannot thank you enough. Keeper Marathari, may I return with you to the Sunderlands? I would like to ask for my son's forgiveness.
Of course. It was you who chose to stay away.
He must go elsewhere to train. There is no one in Kirkwall to help him. He asked me to say goodbye.
My son? No. I must find him before he goes.
It is wise for him to seek guidance. Kirkwall cannot provide what he needs. I truly did not think what you did was possible. You are a rare human indeed.
You have my apologies. It is easy to forget that one cannot bind demons with words.
Your friend awakened here some time ago. No one is immune to a demon's offer. You accomplished a miracle with Fainreal. This book belonged to the last dreamer of our tribe. It has a rare magic beyond price. Please, accept it with my gratitude.
Wait, why? But like, you came here to help us get into the Fade. Tomb of the Slumbering Endless. Guess that gives us it's trash. Really. It's junk. Oh my god. The sentiment with which she gave it, right? Like, oh, this is the last dreamer we had and all that stuff, and
It's
Meryl
not
also
always fun and games on.
probably wants to apologize. Yeah, she does.
I can't believe I turned on you. With the demon in the Fade, I'm so sorry. Masaranas. I'll understand if you can't forgive me.
These things happen.
You didn't betray me. The demon made you do it.
I should have recognized I was being manipulated. I've been so careful in all my dealings with spirits until now. To make such an obvious mistake. It frightens me. It takes so little for a mage to fall.
It does.
What do you do to protect yourself from demons?
The Keeper taught me. In the Fade, you must believe nothing but yourself. Everything there is a lie, or a trick, or a trap. I knew not to trust, and I don't know why I did.
What made you give in?
It felt like every word the demon spoke reached out and pulled at my heart. I didn't want to believe it, but I just had to.
That's reassuring.
You're already in a lot more danger than most mages.
Because of the blood magic. I know. I'll be more guarded from now on. Thank the creators you were there. It won't happen again. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, you could have turned a tranquil, maybe, accidentally. If I would have cut you off or something like that. So, Meryl's home. Okay, so that guy's place is gone. Why would you do a fast travel to Meryl's home?
Do you ever have any regrets?
About what?
Anything? Everything? I can't figure you out.
The past's past. I learned that young. If it can't bring you gold or what's the point in dwelling on it?
Maybe the chance to fix a mistake? Make things right again?
Hey? Our mistakes make us who we are.
That was almost profound.
Almost. I just want to see if this place is still up. That's not it, right? Matcha? Who's Matcha now?
The Knight Commander and her Templars scare me more and more.
Is that the girl whose brother is Karen? Karen. Oh, this isn't... I see. And he has installed a door now. Or not. Maybe just... Okay.
So you're moving up in the world? Got some coin to share with your favorite uncle?
There's nothing over here. It's time to call off. This has been a long episode, and then we have a long list of activities to do. I was kind of hoping that we would do this.
Why do you even like me? I must seem so dull.
What brought this on?
Your life has been so exciting. The adventures, the duels, the passionate love affairs. Compared to that, my life is a stale, dry biscuit. I wish I had your life.
No, you don't want my life.
Why?
Because you have a good heart, and you deserve better.
What's there? I want to call it off, so I want to go home. And I also want to do some inventory management, I guess.
So, this is where you live. Not bad. I preferred the old place. It had more charm.
You don't like my new house?
The house is fine, I suppose. But Lowtown, the smell of tar, and the sea, and the sound of some whore plying her trade in a back alley. Oh. Don't you miss that?
I never noticed those things.
Really? But those things are what make Lowtown, well, Lowtown. Hightown's nice enough, I suppose, for people who like clean streets and polite neighbors. I thought you were different. Wilder. More dangerous. Someone worthy of a duel.
I'm just as wild and dangerous as I was back in Lowtown. I just sleep on cleaner sheets now.
If that's not a challenge, I don't know what is.
Commit or no commit? Well, there's no one else I could actually romance with. Yeah, but this is gonna be risky, isn't it? What if there are some mods which actually remove clothes, and this makes it as an obscene content on YouTube, and I could probably get banned for doing that.
Who needs clean sheets anyway?
There was a mod which makes you do this over and over again, as many times as you like. Okay, I think it's
I
safe.
should go. That was an interesting diversion.
Is that all I am to you? Oh, my wounded heart.
We were using each other, sweet thing. I was curious about you, and now my curiosity is sated. Wait. You're not thinking of bringing feelings into this, are you?
No. This was just for fun.
Good. Come see me at the tavern sometime. I know a cozy little nook behind the ale barrels.
She has a... Wait, why? Alright. I think that would be enough for now. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I had to cut that off. I wasn't really sure, these things can get graphic. I mean, I think Inquisition is the one that actually got banned in India because of this stuff. I'm sorry, you can't blame me for this. It's just a bit risky. I wouldn't want to have a strike or a mark or anything as such against my channel for something very, very trivial. And there's always a risk with mods. You can never say. I mean, I was very careful not to install any nude mods or anything as such, but still. So thank you for joining me. I'm just going to sit for a couple of minutes and probably do some inventory management. I won't make any progress, I promise. And I'll see you next time.